Check, check. 1, 2.
Good evening, everyone. We're going to be starting in about 5 minutes. If you can make your way to your seats, that'd be great. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. And thank you, Matt James, for welcoming everybody. Yes, welcome to the Chamber of Commerce Outstanding Business Awards. I want to begin by acknowledging and recognizing that we are holding this event on the traditional territorial and ancestral lands of the Ojibwe people from the Garden River and Batchewana First Nations. The Ojibwe people are one of the three nations that belong to the historic Three Fires of Confederacy, the traditional government of the Anishinaabe Nation. The site we are on right now is close to where the actual Robinson-Huron Treaty was negotiated and entered into 1850. To the Anishinaabe people, this sacred and spiritual place has been known since time immemorial as Bawating. We wish to honor the original people on this part of Turtle Island, along with the many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis, as we recognize their homelands in the spirit of partnership and reconciliation, and also remind everyone that it is incumbent upon each of us to learn more about the Robinson-Huron Treaty and, more importantly, our role in it. Now, I'd like to welcome the President of the Sault Ste. Marie Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Jason Naccarato, for some opening remarks.
Okay, welcome everyone tonight. Thank you for joining us for the Sault Ste. Marie Chamber of Commerce Outstanding Business Achievement Awards. This night is dedicated to celebrating the remarkable accomplishments of our business community and chamber members. This year, we received nearly 400 nominations across a wide variety of categories, recognizing the incredible work of our businesses, organizations, and individuals throughout the community. These nominations came from customers, peers, and community members alike. Every nominee, whether or not they choose to remain in the running, deserves recognition for the pursuit of excellence in business, leadership, community engagement. Folks, these are the leaders of our community. These are who are building us through the challenging times and the good times. Let's join together tonight and celebrate the great work of our business leaders and young professionals throughout the community and some of the great work they're doing to lead Sault Ste. Marie to the years and prosperity to come. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, I guess I should have introduced myself first. I forgot that part. But for those of you who don't know me, I'm Robert Burns, or Bob. I'm the CEO of the Chamber of Commerce, and I get the joy of doing the housekeeping stuff. First, I'd like to introduce some of our board of directors who could make it tonight, and actually there's quite a few. So I'm just going to read your names so I don't forget someone, and if by chance somehow I do, take it up with me at the next board meeting. We have Brian Leahy, John McDonald, Derek Jackson, Lene Fragamini, Sherry Burlinghoff, Sylvia Alves, Lisa Vezoellen, Carrie Duell, Catherine Turco, Sylvie Langlois, Katrina McMeekin, and Allison McLeod, all with us tonight, which is almost the entire board. Way to go, you guys. And now I get to do the most exciting part of our awards every year, where I get to give you the Coles Notes version of the nomination and judging process. Anyhow, as Jason said, we had nearly 400 nominations across 16 categories. Over 70 of those nominees met the criteria for the awards they were nominated in, and they chose to let their names stand. Those nominations were submitted by virtually anybody: customers, suppliers, employees, peers, the community at large. All nominated businesses, including those that declined to let their nominations stand, are to be commended for their excellence in various aspects of their business operations. By striving for excellence, these businesses elevate the standards for all chamber members and the local business community, contributing to Sault Ste. Marie's prosperity. By being nominated, signifies a commitment to excellence regardless of the award outcome. So no fighting. Nominees responded to a series of questions demonstrating how they met the specific award criteria. Now, I know you're all familiar with that part because that must have been a lot of fun. The submissions were then evaluated by a judging committee composed of chamber members, past recipients, as well as some community and civic leaders. They all have exceptional integrity and diverse business experience. Chamber staff do not serve as judges. To ensure impartiality, any conflicts of interest were managed by reassigning the judges of that award category to another judge. Submissions were assessed through a numeric scoring process, with the recipient of each award being the nominee with the highest combined average score. A sincere thank you is extended to the 22 volunteer judges who dedicated their time to participate in this year's judging. Their contributions are immensely appreciated, and a list of those judges, they can be found in the programs. Let's speak about the programs for a moment. We're a little short, I know that. We had a little printing glitch this afternoon with a few hours to spare, and we had to make an executive decision. But if you see someone with a program, feel free to look at the judges' names in there. Now, having thanked the judges, there's a few other acknowledgements and thank yous. First of all, Quattro Hotel and Conference Center, their hospitality this evening, and for all the assistance that they've provided Noah and Gabriella and myself in pulling this together. To Mike over at 705 Live Sound and his crew for doing the audio-visual and the sound. And, of course, to Matthew James for providing some great music for us all. I'd also like to thank the individual award sponsors, who they themselves are worthy of winning the awards that have their names on them. You will get to meet most of them, as many of them are going to be presenting the awards they sponsor, but their names are going to be plastered throughout the night on these screens and in that ever-elusive program I was speaking of. Now, for our recipients, helping to preserve memories is Kavanagh Fine Photography, our community sponsor. Anna from Kavanagh, I just love saying that. So thank you, Anna, for your continued support of the Chamber and the business community. So if you are a recipient tonight, after you say your thank yous, please go directly back to the corner there, and Anna's going to get that picture of you with the sponsor or the presenter, and we'll have those photos to you in a timely fashion in a few days, whenever Anna gets them for us. Again, this year, we're able to live stream this event so that viewers are able to watch it anywhere, thanks to our media sponsor, Sault Today and Village Media. We appreciate the ongoing support that the Chamber receives from literally one of the Sault's most modern-day success stories. Sault Today and Village Media are just, well, they're just part of the community. Everybody turns to them, it seems. And they also were responsible for the photos as we entered today. And most of those will probably end up being up on Sault Today before our heads hit the pillow tonight. Last but not least, we would not be able to host tonight's event without the strong support of our presenting sponsor, Ontario Lottery and Gaming Corporation, or OLG. I want to extend a very special thank you to the entire team at OLG for everything they do, not only for this event, but for so many events. You will be hard-pressed to go to virtually any community festival, any charitable function, any event, anywhere in town and not see the OLG logo. Their commitment to our community and generosity is amazing, and I thank you. And actually, I almost did forget, there is one other thank you. It's probably, one more thing. Okay, the servers are going to be coming around. But as they do, they are going to be asking about allergies. So make sure if you have one, let the server know. Yeah, we don't want a problem or anybody falling out of their chair tonight. So on to my final thank you. It's one that's more personal to me and probably the most important one to me, with all due respect to all our sponsors, and that's my staff, Noah Thompson and Gabriella Bernardo. They both, thank you. They both dedicate a lot of time to putting events like this together, and it's not just this event. It's Women in Business, She Leads, the AVA Awards, Fireside Chats, election forums, the AGM, every Take 5. I am blessed to share an office with them. Now, at this time, We'd like to welcome Esther Zolik, Senior Vice President, People and Culture at Ontario Lottery and Gaming Corporation, to say a few words on behalf of our presenting sponsor.
Thank you and good evening. I'd like to, on behalf of OLG, first of all, thank the Sault Ste. Marie Chamber of Commerce for organizing tonight's awards. OLG is proud to be a longtime supporter of the Chamber, and we're thrilled to be part of this important event. An event that highlights the remarkable talents, dedication, and hard work of individuals and businesses who have gone above and beyond for Sault Ste. Marie. Tonight we celebrate not just their success, but also their passion, their perseverance, and their unwavering commitment to building a stronger community and to improving life for so many people. That's something OLG can relate to. In fact, it's the very reason we were created 50 years ago. From the very first lottery draw in 1975, we've been giving back to local communities and the province. 100% of our profits are reinvested in Ontario, and that's something we're extremely proud of. We're committed to continuing our contribution so that we can help the Sioux and communities across Ontario bring home the win for generations to come. For more than 3 decades, OLG has been a part of Sault Ste. Marie's success story. And like those we honor here tonight, we're proud of the role we played in strengthening this city. On behalf of all OLGers, I want to extend a heartfelt congratulations to all of those who are nominated for an award this evening. Thank you for your contribution to our community.
Parched. Thank you, Esther. Next, we'd like to introduce a short video presentation from our media sponsor. These are always cool videos. Sault Today and Village Media. It's my pleasure to introduce someone whose career has truly spanned the intersection of business, public service, and community impact. Our special guest this evening is Mr. Daniel Tisch. He is the President and CEO of the Ontario Chamber of Commerce. Daniel Tisch is widely recognized as a global expert in corporate communications, public policy, and reputation management. He led Argyle Communications, now known as Changemakers, through 2 decades of remarkable growth, building it into Canada's largest management-owned communications firm. He has served in senior roles with the Canadian government, including as a senior policy advisor and acting chief of staff to Canada's Minister of Foreign Affairs, and was a member of Canada's delegation to the G7 Economic Summit. He's a respected educator, commentator, and board leader, someone who has advised institutions at the highest levels while also giving back through volunteer service, most recently being awarded the King Charles III Coronation Medal for his contributions to community and country. Born in Spain, raised in Toronto, Daniel speaks English, French, and Spanish. He holds 2 degrees from Queen's University, and he's also a certified corporate director with an ICD director designation in corporate governance from the University of Toronto. But for those of us like myself who are in the Chamber network on a daily basis, we're simply grateful that he ended up as our president and CEO From the Ontario Chamber of Commerce, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Daniel Tisch.
Well, thank you so much, Bob, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, to all of you for being part of this incredible community, to all the nominees and the winners who will be announced tonight, and of course to the extraordinary board and the staff of this amazing chamber. It's just been so impressed. I had a chance last week at our annual meeting of the Ontario Chamber community in Windsor to have Bob and Jason there, and to meet Don tonight, and other members of the board, as well as the staff. Noah and Gabriella, congratulations on your tremendous leadership and the great work you're doing. So I've been on this job now for 15 months, but I have to say the last few have been by far the most energizing and the most challenging all at the same time. And I thought about this today because Bob and I took a little walk, just down, near the bridge and looking across at the US side. And it was a reminder of how close we all are to the front lines of this trade war that's threatening businesses and workers and communities across North America and actually all over the world. And it also reminded me that the work we do together in the Ontario Chamber Network is just so incredibly urgent and so important and so impactful. And of course, today, was a really big day in the Canada-US relationship. We all know why, as we're all, I don't know about you, but this morning, when my plane landed in the Sault and I'm checking my feed and seeing what's going on, what's he said now, what's happened, right? And so obviously we had the meeting between the Prime Minister and the President, and it seems to have gone well, if only because Mr. Trump did not attack or insult our leader. So, our expectations have fallen a fair bit, plunging almost as much as the US stock market, perhaps. But we've had to deal with a lot from this president, right? We've had to deal with this 51st state talk, with the tariffs, and this bizarre allegation and this obsession with the idea that, somehow the US is subsidizing Canada, right? And the first time he said this, we all ran for our Google and our calculators and tried to figure out, how is he arguing that that the U.S. is subsidizing Canada? And he's obviously referring to the trade deficit. So, this guy actually thinks that a trade deficit is a subsidy. That's kind of like me going down to Tim Hortons, ordering too many donuts, and then calling a press conference outside and saying, "We've been subsidizing the donut shop for too long. Mr. Tim Hortons been treating us very badly." It's kind of like that, isn't it, right? But so I've been down to Washington a couple of times this year. The first time I went down was with the Premier and the other premiers, the second time to meet with business leaders. And a few things have become very apparent. First, this trade war has gone global, so we're no longer alone, and that's a good thing, because we have in Canada more relationships with and more trade agreements with other countries than anyone else in the G7, so it's an opportunity. Second, Americans are starting to wake up, and I'm sure you hear this from your neighbors in Michigan, to the sheer scale of this insanity. And we're starting to hear chambers of commerce and even Republican members of Congress and the Senate saying to us, starting to say in public what they've long been saying to us in private, right? That this climate of uncertainty and instability, it's not putting America first. It's not putting America first, it's putting North America last. And third, I'm cautiously optimistic that eventually Canada, the US, and Mexico will get to a deal. But as we all know, in so many ways, the damage has already been done, right? We need to look no further than the steel industry, which of course, as along with manufacturing in general, is so essential to the prosperity of this community and so many other communities. And of course, across the water in Michigan, the damage to the US economy, to the reputation of US products and services, to America's place in the world. This will take years to repair this damage. And the reality is, as long as we have this president, the US will be an unreliable partner, right? If he reneged on one trade deal that he signed, he could well renege on another. So our mantra really has been that we have to control whatever we can and try to influence the rest. And that's been really the core of the advocacy we've been doing together with your chamber and the 149 other chambers across Ontario, right? In the Ontario campaign, in the recent federal campaign, we've been arguing for a lot of things, right? That we need to get to stability with the US, of course, but also to diversify, to help business diversify and support business in finding other export markets. We've been saying we've got to make it easier for Canadians, especially young Canadians, to afford a home. That we need to support our economy, job creators and entrepreneurs. That we need to become a destination for international investment, develop our resources, and in particular, a huge opportunity that we see is in mining and critical minerals. Not just investing in the manufacturing facilities of the South, where the government's done a lot of investment, but also investing in the supply chains and the projects in Northern Ontario. And that's been a big part of our advocacy, and it's starting to get traction. And I'm proud that we've also been a national leader as a province and our chambers of commerce in bringing down interprovincial trade barriers, right? Because for too long, it's been harder to trade within Canada than it has with the US, right? And this is something we've been pushing for. When Premier Ford became chair of the premiers last summer, you know, he said he had 3 priorities. Not one of those priorities was about interprovincial trade, right? So I said, I met him last August on this topic, and I said, can we make this a priority? This was last August. Now, we've had some events, obviously, that have focused the mind since then, but it was a really proud moment for us when we were invited down to the Ontario Legislature just a few weeks ago in recognition of how long we've been fighting this battle. You and I together have been fighting this battle to bring down these barriers. So when they table that legislation to bring down those barriers once and for all, it'll take a long time to get it all implemented, but we're finally going in the right direction. That means lower prices for consumers. It means more markets for business. It means workers can go where the jobs are all across the country, and including where they're needed in industries like mining in the north. And of course, for government, it means tax revenue that can be recirculated to support business and provide services that people need and rely on. So that's not all we're doing. We launched an Ontario Business and Trade Leadership Coalition, brought together in January the leaders of all the major trade-dependent sectors, economic sectors in Ontario, and it's kind of like a war room, it's kind of like a think tank, but the objective is to advise government and to meet with government to give them recommendations for both the short and the long term. We're also trying, again, working with Sault Ste. Marie and all of our chambers to provide support and ideas and advice to business, like our new Trade Talk series, which I'd encourage you to check out and join one of the webinars we're hosting, which is helping businesses understand how to navigate uncertainty, how to diversify their export markets and manage, through these challenging times. So we know, just to close, that these are going to be hard times, and they may well get harder still, and that the stakes we know are also very high. But let me tell you why I'm just so fundamentally optimistic. Because I've never seen more unity among Canadians. I've never seen more engagement in our local chambers. Look at this sellout event tonight, and so much other engagement that we're seeing across the province right now from our business community. I've never seen more urgency from our political leaders and more of a shared determination to turn talk into action. I'll close with one story, and that was when we announced the Ontario Business and Trade Leadership Coalition. It was in late January, and the Ontario election had just been called. I sent a text to Premier Ford, and I said, hey, when you have time, I'd like you to meet with this coalition to hear from the business community. He called me back in 15 minutes. You know when the meeting was? It was the next day. We had the meeting the very next day. Now, that wasn't because of me. That was because of you. If we didn't have 150 chambers of commerce and boards of trade representing every economic sector in Ontario, representing every community in Ontario, we would not have the voice that we are so fortunate to have in Queen's Park and in Ottawa. And so, that's why I just want to say it is so incredibly valuable and so incredibly impactful for you to be members of the Sault Ste. Marie Chamber of Commerce. Because businesses, first of all, need to support one another and learn from one another and celebrate success and excellence together, just like you're doing tonight. Second, when we stand together, we are a movement that is simply impossible for government to ignore and incredibly wise for government to heed. And finally, it's about leadership. You know, having been now to 51 different Ontario communities in the just under a year and a half I've been doing this work, you know, I've come to the conclusion that chambers attract two types of business people. The first is people who are leaders in their community today. The second is those who aspire to be leaders in their community tomorrow. That's who joins Chambers of Commerce, and that is all of you. So it's easy to look around the world, you know, around us, and feel a bit of anxiety, and that's okay. I admit I do for some, you know, many days. But the beautiful thing is we can feel more than one emotion at a time. And along with that anxiety, I feel incredible optimism. While these times will test us, they'll test our resolve and our relationships, they'll test our courage and our conviction, the great news is that businesses in Sault Ste. Marie and businesses right across Ontario have the resources and the talent and the determination to lead. And so when everything is uncertain, anything is possible. And together, I believe that we can make prosperity possible. Thank you so much for listening to me tonight, and congratulations to all the winners. Thank you.
Stay here for a moment, sir. Stay out here for a moment. Thank you, Dan, and we wanted to give you a little piece of the Sioux as a gift for coming up and joining us here tonight. This is a gift basket that's made by a local business who, incidentally, is one of the nominees tonight, Northern Baskets Plus. All the products in here are from locally sourced. They're all from the Sioux, so enjoy.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
No problem.
I look forward to checking this on Air Canada tomorrow, so thank you so much.
Thanks again, Daniel, for joining us tonight. Dan's leadership and perspective are always a source of inspiration within the Chamber network. Your advocacy on behalf of all businesses in Ontario is remarkable, and we appreciate it so much. Okay, you guys sick of listening to me now? Can we get on with handing out some hardware or something? Sit back, relax. Please join me and welcome me out there. He's hiding over there. Our MC, Tim Murphy. Give him hell, buddy.
Thanks, Bob. Daniel, that was where'd you go? That was fantastic. That was a great opening and great impersonation there too. Setting the bar very high there for the rest of us. And also, when Bob said he was going to give you a piece of the Sioux, I thought it was going to be like asphalt or something. Like, here, this came. Gift wrap a pothole for you. And if you ever want to see that gift basket again, don't check it with Air Canada. Carry on only. What a great turnout tonight. I had to park at the freaking water tower. It's great to see everybody. What a nice night. Looking forward to hi, Marnie. Looking forward to a fun night with all of you here. And, you know, people were very kind tonight. There were a lot of compliments. Now that the lights are on me, you'll probably change your mind. But I had several people come up and say, Tim, how come you never age? Oh, come on. Well, I used to have Botox. But then I started working for a not-for-profit for 3 years. And all the wrinkles have come back. So, you know, I had a friend once who said, Tim, we'd never know how old you were until you smile and we see your crow's feet. I said, these aren't crow's feet, these are laugh lines. He said, honey, nothing's that funny. But now I have a different job now, and I'm hoping that maybe, and also I'm looking forward to getting a tax rebate. So maybe I can go back to the Botox again, although I got to file my taxes. I'm late, right? Did I miss the deadline? I'm looking for someone to do my taxes. I was thinking about asking Hugh Stevenson. Well, I know he's looking for work and he's great with an audit. Oh, you guys. I had you in the palm of my hand, and then I warned them. I said, I'm going to do a Hugh Stevenson joke, and they said, don't. They said, do it. And I shouldn't have. Oh, well. Anyway, I'm going to just start with the awards, because that's what we're here for, right? So our first award is Excellent in Customer Service Award. I'd like to call up Jessica Tett from Tenaris, because they are the sponsor of this award. So come on up, Jessica. And I'll tell you a little bit about the Excellence in Customer Service Award. The Excellence in Customer Service Award showcases a business or organization that places the customer experience at the heart of their business strategy and builds a sustainable culture of customer service within their organization. So, to present the nominees and to announce the recipient of the award, please put your hands together for Jessica Tett.
The nominees for the Excellence in Customer Service Award are Sault College Employment Solutions, All-Star Auto Glass, Spark Rehabilitation Services, Hogan's Homestead, Sault Community Theatre Center, Christie's RV, Divide and Conquer Personal Concierge Services, Fix-It Vince, and J-Tech Pro Shop. And the winner is Spark Rehabilitation Services.
Wow, thank you very much. I'm not really prepared for this. I'm very shocked, but very, very happy. My staff at Spark Rehabilitation have created with me an incredible business that is focused solely on service delivery. We provide multidisciplinary rehab services to people. And I just want to give you an example of how much my staff care. This morning, or this afternoon, we had a gentleman who comes in 3 times a week to get services after having suffered a terrible motor vehicle accident. And he was having a really difficult day, and he was in tears, and our staff sat down with him and just brought him to laugh. And it didn't matter that there were other people there or things to do. It only mattered that we could bring joy to his day. And that's what customer service means to us. Not just providing quick service or ethically based service or the best possible service, but human service. And I couldn't do it without my staff, and so I accept this, but it's really my staff that deserve it. So thank you very much.
She almost took my script. I'm not prepared either, so don't do that. All right then, congratulations. Our next award is the Employer of the Year Award. This is sponsored by Sault College Employment Solutions, so I would like to invite Karma Tassello and Courtney Walton with Sault College Employment Solutions to come on up and assist with this award. So, this award recognizes an employer who has created cultures and communities through every aspect of their business. To be fair to businesses in Sault Ste. Marie of all sizes, this award does not incorporate tangible aspects of employment such as salary, benefits, pension, etc. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Karma Tassello and Courtney Wilson from Sault College Employment Solutions.
And the nominees for Employer of the Year are Henderson Metal Heating, Cooling, and Fabrication, Algoma Public Health, Superior Staffit, Hogan's Homestead, Ontario Lottery and Gaming Corporation, APR Welding Academy, John Caruso's Team Automotive Repair Center, Body Vive Integrative Therapies, Woodstar Counseling and Consulting, Two Spirit Anishinaabe Arts and Advocacy, Construction Equipment Company, and Bioped.
And the Employer of the Year goes to
Ontario Lottery and Gaming Corporation.
I want to thank the Chamber of Commerce for recognizing OLG with this prestigious award, and I am truly honored to accept it with my colleagues here on behalf of our organization. Our company, like any company, is only as good as its people, and we have an amazing team here in Sault Ste. Marie, OLGers who are truly dedicated to this community. I want to say a big thank you to them and congratulations. This award is an amazing recognition of your hard work and achievement. Thank you.
Congratulations, OLG. Our next award of the evening is the Leader in Accessibility Award, and it is sponsored by our friends from Arthur Funeral Home. So at this point, I'd like to wake up. Lene, wake up. I'd like to wake up and, well, you know, she works in a funeral home. Come on, Lene. Who are you bringing, Lene Fragamini? Who? Taylor. Hi, oh my God, Taylor. Hi, I haven't seen you since you were younger. Hi. Last time you saw me, I was younger too, so we're even. The Leader in Accessibility Award recognizes an organization that shows leadership in integrating and providing accessible and barrier-free working conditions for employees and accessibility in customer service. This business or organization values the contributions of persons with disabilities and promotes the development of an inclusive workplace culture. Please welcome everybody's friend, Lene and Taylor.
Thank you, thank you. So the nominees for the Leader in Accessibility Award this year are Employment for Good Ability Development Program and Yes You Can Employment Consulting. And this year's winner is Employment for Good Ability Development Program.
So people are a little confused. So we have Grocer for Good and Cafe for Good, and we do have an overarching charitable organization, which is Grocer for Good Ability Development Program, known as Employment for Good. Because that's what we do. We make sure that people have value. People don't work for us, they work with us. It's a team. And right now, with everything that's going on, especially what we're seeing, Robert Kennedy Jr. bring forth through the US, there is not a cure for autism. Over 75% of our staff, volunteers, co-op students self-identify as neurodiverse. What's happening in the USA right now is so detrimental to our neurodiverse society and to those with barriers. It breaks my heart and the heart of my colleague, Julia Dufour, who has been on this journey with me since day one. We also need to understand what inclusive employment looks like. And I can tell you right now, no one does it well. I've been on many journeys through this. I was at a National Autism Summit in 2015 in New Orleans. I've been part of many social enterprise forums. When you're doing inclusive employment, you have to understand that everyone is an individual and has individual needs. They need to be supported, they need to be valued, but most importantly, they need to have a safe voice. regardless of whether they deem themselves as neurodiverse, they may suffer from mental health issues, they may have a lack of employment, they may just not have the confidence. We all have value in society. We all have something to contribute, and we all need to understand that. So when you come to Cafe for Good sometimes, they might forget to make your latte, and it's usually me when I go. I am founder and ex officio. I'm no longer on the board of directors. I believe that you need to have change, and you need to bring up the next group of people. And it was interesting. It was last week. I have a group of women that I go out with on Wednesdays. It's called Wombat Wednesdays. I'm looking at Derek Jackson, and he was always very intrigued by this. And we were talking about dreams versus goals. And I said, we all have goals. Like maybe the goal is that, I'm gonna, be able to save more for my kids' education, or be a little bit better with my budget, or, improve my work life, or whatever. But Grocer for Good was a dream. It was a dream. And I've never been so humbled in my entire life than to see my dream become a reality. And it's from the over 30 years working in the not-for-profit sector, working with diverse individuals, people not having a voice, that we can do better. And I really hope that all of you go to Grocer for Good and Cafe for Good and talk to people and understand people and understand that it is so important that we have empathy and that we enjoy each other and that we value each other and that we love each other. That is so really what makes success, and that's what makes a successful individual. We have one person that has been with us for a very long time, since almost day one, started as a volunteer, then worked part-time, and now is a full-time supervisor leading teams, mentoring youth. And at our gala, which is coming up, we have over 5 individuals that we're going to honor with a 5-year service award. All of them have never not shown up on time, not shown up for a shift. And sometimes that happens. But what I want to say is that when we're talking about inclusive employment, it's not a box. It's a circle, and you need to be able to meet people where they're at. And I really want to give Julia a little minute. I said, don't get the autism mom with a mic. It's going to be a disaster. So I'll give it over to Julia for a minute.
I won't take too long, but I just want to say thank you so much for recognizing us. It's been blood, sweat, and tears, and a lot of tears, and a lot of work just to kind of come to where we are today. So to kind of be recognized in this way, it's been amazing. So thank you so much. And yeah, like Lisa said, I hope you can come to the cafe. I hope you can come to the grocery store. Find out what we're all about. We have good food. We have good service. You'll always be greeted. You'll always be welcomed. And yeah, our gala is what, June 7th? June 7th. There you go. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Congratulations. All right, now our next award is in Excellence in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Award. It's sponsored by Algoma University. So, Martin Bayer, I believe, is coming up from Algoma University to assist with this presentation. The Excellence in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Award recognizes a business or organization that embraces, celebrates, and applies holistic inclusion and participation of a diverse workforce, making the workplace a better environment in which to work and the community a better place in which to live, work, and grow. Martin, come on up and tell us who the nominees are and announce the recipient. Ladies and gentlemen, Martin Bayer. Was it Boyer?
Bayer, yeah.
Bayer, good.
Yep. Thank you very much. The nominees for Excellence in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Award are Employment for Good Ability Development Program, Divide and Conquer Personal Concierge Services, Two-Spirit Anishinaabe Arts and Advocacy, and APR Welding Academy. And the winner of the Excellence in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Award is APR Welding Academy.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much, first of all. It's a pleasure just being nominated, let alone winning. We really didn't think we were going to win. We've come to a lot of these events, and this is the first award we've actually won in business. And, you know, it's always a joy seeing the community partners that we do work with in the community. You know, at APR, we really do try to diversify everything that we, you know, do on a day-to-day basis. Between having young individuals trying to join the trade, obviously at APR Welding Academy, we teach welding, right? Welding and fabricating. So having young individuals trying to join the trade, there's women that are trying to pave the way. It's not easy, and having somebody to kind of help push you along and let you know that, you know, you have people with you, you have people behind you, and to push you forward, I think really means a lot. So they aren't just our goals per se, they're more of a way of how we run our company, and I really think that we are making a difference within the community to try to push people to go out of their comfort zone, to you know, get into those different fields that aren't really maybe normal for where they are. And as an Indigenous-owned company, we understand the importance of creating a space for all voices, lifting people up and breaking down barriers in our industry. We're proud to hire with intention, mentor meaningfully, and build a culture where everyone feels that they belong. This award is a reflection of our team, our values, and the work we're committed to doing every day. So thank you very much.
All right, it's time now for the Community Investment Award. This award is sponsored by Enbridge Incorporated, and our Chamber Board member, Brian Leahy, is going to come up here to present on behalf of Enbridge. The Community Investment Award highlights outstanding community service and investment. The recipient contributes to the well-being of the community through initiatives such as sourcing products and or services locally, retailing or utilizing local products, employment growth, and supporting the community from a charitable aspect. Once again, sponsored by Enbridge. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Chamber Board member Brian Leahy.
Thank you.
Hi, Brian. Good.
Thank you. And the nominees for the Community Investment Award are Sault Community Theatre Centre, Cobb's Bread, Two-Spirit Anishinaabe Arts and Advocacy, IDA Drug Mart, and Jigs and Reels Catering. And the winner is Sault Community Theatre Centre.
Thank you very much to the Chamber of Commerce We weren't really expecting this, so thank you. We're here on behalf of the Sault Community Theatre Center. We just want to say that we love being a part of this community, and we work really hard to bring the arts to Sault Ste. Marie and for everybody to have a really great facility to show off their talents. And I particularly wanted to say thank you to 4 people who aren't with us tonight: Brian Wilson, Chris Rue, Larry Whalen, and Sandra Houston. They've been working for 30 years to have this theater for the community. They started it from the beginning, and they've always worked really hard. And I don't know if people realize that it is a not-for-profit. So they've brought this state-of-the-art community to the theater, or to the city, sorry. And we're really proud to work with them and thankful for all their work that they do. So thank you. Go ahead, Shelley.
I just want to let everyone know this is the 35th year of the theater being in Sault Ste. Marie, and that's quite a legacy and a milestone. And we welcome you to celebrate this event with us this year as we move forward with great things in store that will continue to make arts and culture a mainstay in this city. So thank you once again to the Chamber of Commerce for all that you do for the businesses in this city, and we thank you as well for this wonderful award. Thank you.
Well, congratulations to SCTC. I've spent a fair amount of time in that theater, and she's not kidding when she says a state-of-the-art theater. To have almost a 900-seat facility with an orchestra pit that goes up and down, 23 fly bars. The lighting equipment is state-of-the-art, sound equipment. It's remarkable for a community of this size to have that kind of a venue, and for it to have such a volunteer basis is certainly noteworthy. So congratulations again. Oh, and by the way, if you're not doing anything in November, I'm directing Little Mermaid at that very theater center, so I hope you'll buy tickets and come out and see it. Now, where am I? An Excellence in Environmental Sustainability Award sponsored by Tenaris. So, Jessica Tett's going to come back up from Tenaris to help with this presentation. The Excellence in Environmental Sustainability Award recognizes an organization that has taken actionable steps to be part of the solution to complex societal issues. By embracing the principles of environmental, social, and governance, they set criteria used to evaluate their organization's commitment to sustainable operations by measuring environmental impact and mitigating future environmental risks. They recognize outcomes impact stakeholders such as employees, customers, suppliers, and the local community. So Jessica, come on over and tell us who the nominees are for the Excellence in Environmental Sustainability Award and reveal the recipient.
The nominees for the Excellence in Environmental Sustainability Award are Thrive Tours, Two Spirit Anishinaabe Arts and Advocacy, Hogan's Homestead, and GFL Environmental. And the winner of the award is GFL Environmental.
Good evening. On behalf of GFL Environmental, I'm truly honored to stand before you today as a nominee for the Excellence in Environmental Sustainability Award. It is a privilege to be recognized among so many dedicated individuals and organizations that share our commitment to protecting and preserving our environment. At GFL, we believe that sustainability is not just a goal, but a responsibility. We dedicate ourselves to finding innovative solutions that not only meet the needs of our communities, but also ensure a healthier planet for future generations. This nomination is a testament to the hard work and passion of our incredible team who work tirelessly to implement sustainable practices in our operations. I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to the selection committee for considering us for this prestigious award. Your recognition underscores the importance of collaboration and shared objectives in our industry. We are proud to be a part of a forward-thinking community that values the health of our environment as much as economic progress. Furthermore, I want to thank our partners, clients, and the communities we serve. Your support inspires us to push the boundaries of what's possible in environmental sustainability. Each day, we are motivated by the shared vision of a cleaner, greener future. As we move forward, let us continue to innovate, collaborate, and strive for excellence in our commitment to environmental stewardship. Together, we can make a lasting impact. Thank you once again for this nomination. It is a great honor, and we look forward to continuing our journey towards sustainability with all of you. Thank you.
Our next award is the Economic Impact Award, Individual. This is sponsored by Algoma Steel and the Sault Ste. Marie Chamber of Commerce. So I'm going to invite John Nacarado, who is the VP of Strategy and Chief Legal Officer at Algoma Steel Incorporated, and Chamber CEO Robert Burns to come on up and to tell you a little bit about this award and to introduce this year's recipient. Gentlemen.
Okay, the two Economic Impact Awards that we're going to hand out tonight are selected by the Chamber in consultation with our sponsor, Algoma Steel, to recognize and honor an individual and a company, so 2 awards, 1 for each, that has made significant contributions to the economic vitality of Sault Ste. Marie in terms of capital investment, job creation, facility expansion. They were created as a way to recognize those that go above and beyond to promote economic growth and prosperity in our region and in the local business community. First, we'd like to recognize the Individual Award recipient.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here representing Algoma Steel, and we're very excited about recognizing this individual for the Economic Impact Award. This year's recipient of the Economic Impact Award for an individual is an exceptional Saultite whose professional and community contributions are nothing short of remarkable. He's a former president and CEO of Extendicare, Inc., one of North America's largest senior healthcare companies, which operated 245 care centers across 12 U.S. states and 5 Canadian provinces, employing over 30,000 people. He also served as president and COO of Tendercare, Michigan's largest provider of skilled nursing and rehabilitation services, and previously held the role of vice president of investment banking at RBC Dominion Securities, where he played a key role in major financings and transactions. He holds a Bachelor of Business Administration and Finance with honors from the University of Notre Dame, a Bachelor of Laws of University of Western Ontario, and an MBA from the Ivy School of Business. And apparently he's a pretty good goalie as well. Despite his impressive national career, he's always remained deeply connected to his hometown. In Sault Ste. Marie, he serves as a president and governor of the Sioux Greyhounds, president of CMC Holdings, co-owner of Northern Superior Brewing Company and the Tap Room, and president of Lukenda Holdings, Inc. Most recently, he played a vital role in helping save the local YMCA, a testament to his continued dedication to the community. His economic and philanthropic contributions to Sault Ste. Marie are profound and enduring, and it's with great pride that we present Tim Lukenda with this year's Economic Impact Award for an individual.
Tim's not here, but I got someone. Yeah. Okay, Tim couldn't be with us tonight, but his business partner at the Tap Room, Jeff DeCorpo, you're going to come up here and accept it on his behalf. There he comes.
Tim's out of town tonight, but I'm sure he thanks you all. Thank you very much.
Party at the Tap Room. Drinks at the Tap Room.
That is the least I've ever heard you talk. Yeah, we're going to have an intermission now, right? Aren't we? Or you have another award to do first?
Did you hear how long some of those folks were talking? We're not doing an
says
intermission.
we're not?
Sure, we'll do an intermission.
Well, I have to go to the bathroom. No, I'm just kidding. Are we going to do an intermission? We can roll.
But let's do the second one right away.
I don't have one in my script, do I?
Okay, well, we do.
Okay, well, as long as you're more important than I am. I just want to say, first of all, though, Tim Lucanda and I grew up side by each out at Point Louise. And then I ended up working at the Bushplane Museum, and of course, all the mail goes to 50 Pym Street, same address as the brewery. So we would get all this mail for Tim Lucanda, and it would come to my office. And I'll tell you, son of a gun, none of those were checks.
Yeah, since we're doing these together, we'll just have the break and draw for the door prizes after the second one. The second one's for a business, the Economic Impact Award. Now, this one, again, is basically based on the same thing, but it does take a few different considerations that are made to the local economy through innovation, entrepreneurship, new investments, commitment to the region, and the work they have accomplished, which has had a positive impact on the economy. So to present it.
Thank you, sir. Again, it's an absolute pleasure to join you tonight to represent Algoma Steel presenting this year's Economic Impact Award for a business. It's an honor that recognizes a business that has made a measurable and lasting impact on the growth, prosperity, and livability of our city. This year's recipient's a company that has not only changed the physical landscape of Sault Ste. Marie, but also helped shape the economic and social fabric of our community over the past 4 decades. The award tonight is going to a family-owned company whose roots run deep in Northern Ontario and whose vision has always been about more than just building homes, it's been about building a community. Founded in 1981 by Sam Biasucci, Saldan Developments began as a small residential home builder. Today, they are one of Northern Ontario's most successful and recognizable development firms, with operations in the Sault, Sudbury, Barrie, and even Toronto. Yet despite that growth, they have remained firmly committed to their home base right here in Sault Ste. Marie. Their economic impact is undeniable. They've built over 1,000 homes in our region, helping hundreds of families put down roots. They've created and sustained hundreds of local jobs, not just directly with their company, but across the broader construction and trade sectors. And with each new project, whether it's the Riverwalk condominiums, semi-detached builds in the city's West End, or innovative affordable housing developments, they inject new life and investment into our neighborhoods. Saldan is also helping lead the way in energy-efficient construction. They are recognized as the ICF Builder Award in Las Vegas, showcasing their commitment to sustainable, forward-thinking building techniques that save energy and reduce long-term costs for homeowners. But really what sets Saldan apart is how they understand their role not just as builders, but as community partners. They've contributed to projects like the Royal Canadian Legion Branch 25 renovation, helping preserve a vital piece of our city's history, the redevelopment of local landmarks, including work on the Pym Street apartments, which are adding much-needed modern housing options for seniors and newcomers, and ongoing work with regional economic development leaders to identify new growth areas that align housing with long-term prosperity. They've also been major supporters of local causes, from youth sports to arts and culture. They don't just build in our community, they invest in it, they believe in it, and they show up for it. In a time when housing affordability, infrastructure, and job creation are front and center, it's businesses like Saldan that remind us of the kind of leadership that makes a real difference. Your legacy is not just in the buildings you leave behind, but in the community you continue to lift up. So, on behalf of Algoma Steel and the Chamber of Commerce, it's my great honor to present the 2024 Economic Impact Award to Saldan Developments Limited. Thank you.
Here, you want to give it to them? And I'll just shake their hand.
And also, so you know, Sam's office is on the airplane.
Well, it's not often that I don't have a voice to go on for half an hour, so you're all in luck tonight. I couldn't be more thankful and grateful, John. Thank you so much. Thanks to everyone, our colleagues and friends and our supporters for recognizing us for this. It's truly humbling and much, much appreciated. As you can see, we're on our 45th years, we're making some changes and trying to bring Sault to new heights. As you can see, the 5 foot nothing is coming to an end, and we're really growing in height. So that I can't honest. Besides the amazing help and our amazing staff that we have across regions that we operate in, obviously behind a successful man, there's always a woman that tells him how to do it. So thanks go to my wife, Anne, of 49 years, and as I made a comment last year that I had to get home for my 49th anniversary. If I want to see my 50th, I better get down there soon. Thank you so much.
Congrats again, Sam. That's awesome.
You want to just funny guy. Congratulations. So it turns out Sam is the funniest guy in the room tonight. Do you want to just roll through? Do my thing, which is what? Take intermission? Intermission. We're going to take a brief intermission. So how about a round of applause for the servers here who managed to get you all your dinners? Not easy in a room like this, but congratulations. Thank you, servers. Bar's open. Keep drinking. I get prettier. Wow, that is a big basket.
Yes.
So read the last 4 digits, please, Angela.
Well, I've got a little something to say, if that's okay.
Angela has a little something to say. That's okay.
Hi. Good evening, everyone. And thank you for the introduction. And thank you to the Sault Ste. Marie Chamber of Commerce for hosting this event. We're very glad to be a part of it. Before I hand over this beautiful prize from Northern Baskets Plus, full of a collection of local products from our attached gift shop, the Forest Garden Store, I want to take a moment to acknowledge all the local vendors, artists, and makers that donated items to be included in it. The gift basket is just another example of why I love what we are doing. When I sent out the email to everyone, letting them know that we were going to donate a basket and to see if they wanted to include anything in it, and that we wanted it to contain as much local talent as possible, the response was overwhelmingly generous. Within minutes, the emails and phone calls started rolling in to create this gift full of the most amazing items from 32 small businesses.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. So our gift shop is more than just a store. It's a community of like-minded people, and I want to thank each and every one of them for being a part of it. So this gift basket, valued at almost $800, contains, right? Contains one or more items from the following vendors and small businesses: AC Beads Company, Anapish Rock Studios, D. Wire Creations, Dorothy and Earl White, Elizabeth Phantom from Kate's Views, Homestead Farms. I'm sorry, I know that's getting really heavy.
I got it.
Lavender Poppy, Lorraine's Crochet Corner, M's Custom Engraving, Rose Valley Maple Syrup, Simply Beads with Lake Superior Rocks, Skull Candles, Sticks and Stones Algoma, Terry Shelbourne Photography, Yummy Soy Scents, An Era of Winds Wild Apothecary, Anita Marin, Donna Sue Photography, Earth and Sky Watercolor Creations, Fall and Leaves Maple Products, Homemade Treasures, Lake Superior Drifts, Lily Pad Illustrations, Marilyn Davey, RM Spice and Stuff, Sailor's Encampment Apiaries, Smith Soap, Sue Custom Woodcraft, Tenby Bay Treasures, Tessa Aviat, and Zoe Wood Solomon. I know. It's pretty amazing. So everything in this basket is either local or made in Canada. And now the moment we've all been waiting for. Congratulations to the lucky winner with ticket number 2765279. Oh no, somebody was close. 5279. Congratulations. Thank you.
I hope we didn't ride a bicycle here. I got room in my trunk. Look at all that stuff. Congratulations, and thanks to all of those amazing artisans for your generosity. Speaking of generosity, we have an additional door prize that's just been plopped into my hands. Shelley from the Sault Community Theatre Centre, thank you so much for this third door prize. This is for 2 tickets to Dragons and Mythical Beasts, which is being produced and performed at the Sault Community Theatre Centre. These tickets are for May the 9th. So this is, Shelley, do you mind if I do the honors? Thank you so much. Okay, here we go. And the last 4 digits are 5178. Oh, I heard that. Oh, hey! Congratulations. You're going to see Dragons and Mythical Beasts. Well, you can thank Shelley right over there at the SCTC table. And congratulations to all the door prize winners. And let's just carry on, shall we, to the top of Act 2. How about, by the way, 253 Trunk Road. Is that where you are, Angela Charbonneau and Northern Baskets Plus? There you go. In case you want, for all your gift needs, it's 253 Trunk Road. All right. to launch into Act 2. It is the Economic Impact Award for a business or organization. John Nacarado, please come on back up again, VP of Strategy and Chief Legal Officer at Algoma Steel. What? Never mind. Wait, I have to look for Tim Lukenda's picture. I'm out of order. Tim Lukenda, 8 p.m. So you did the first one from Act 2 already. Yes. Sorry, buddy. Innovation Award? Oh yeah, because Sal Dan Developments won because Sam was funny. Okay. I'm back on track again. How many years are you married, Sam? 49 years. God, your wife looks good. Award is Excellence in Innovation and Technology Award, sponsored by PUC. Aha. PUC Services. Who am I calling up? Sarah McLeod. Are you around? Where are you, Sarah? Hi, Sarah. Sarah's going to help me hand out our next award. It's the Excellence in Innovation and Technology Award, which recognizes a business that has successfully incorporated a new idea, technology, device, or method, and/or has utilized the application of better solutions to meet new requirements, internal needs, or market needs. Come on up, Sarah McLeod, announce the nominees, and then we're going to find out who the recipient is. Let's hear it for Sarah McLeod from the PUC.
Thank you. PUC is honored to host this award. So we have Sault Community Theatre Center, Exit Digital Vault, Two Spirit Anishinaabe Arts and Advocacy, JD Arrow, Superior EMS Inc., Peyton Decor Concepts, and Wireless.ca Inc. And the winner is JD Arrow Maintenance.
Hi, well, thank you. Alana stole my speech. We have no plan, so thanks for having us, and we appreciate being included. So.
Well, you just got us back on track after Lisa Vezo-Allen. She's my friend and she loves me. She pinches my bum. Okay, so she pinches everyone's bum. Our next, this is a really, really busy category. There's a lot of really great, worthy nominees in this category. It's the Young Professional of the Year Award. And it's sponsored by Easy Express. So let's bring up Katrina McMeekin from Easy Express to help present this award on their behalf. And I'll tell you all about it. The Young Professional of the Year Award recognizes an outstanding individual between the ages of 18 and 39. Sorry, Sam Biasucci, who has made significant contributions to their profession and community. This award honors a young leader in Sault Ste. Marie who demonstrates exceptional dedication, innovation, and professional growth in their field. The recipient exemplifies strong leadership, a commitment to excellence, and a drive to positively impact their industry while actively contributing to the social, cultural, or environmental well-being of the community. Wait till you hear this list of impressive nominees. Take it away, Katrina McMeekin.
And the nominees for the Young Professional of the Year Award are Alexandra Greco of Align Wellness, Amelia Carter of Vintage Girl Beauty, Alyssa Belair of APR Welding Academy, Casey McDonald of Rogers Sports Media, Chris Raincourt of the Professionabilities Group, Erica Hogan of Hogan Homestead, Hillary Pegnuco of Divide and Conquer Personal Concierge Service, Jeremy Blair of APR Welding Academy, Jessica Casola of Instrix Financial Group, Julia Bungay of Jigs and Reel Catering Company, and Rainbow Egoa of Rainbow Egoa Designs, Samantha Renoni of Samantha Anton of Conquer Fitness, and Teddy Surrett of Two Spirit Anishinaabe Arts and Advocacy. And the winner is Alexander Greco of Align Wellness.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to even be nominated for such an awesome award. I'm very grateful to receive this award. It means the world to be recognized in this way, especially after a really crazy year. I really want to thank my family and my partner Cole for their unwavering support. Your belief in me gives me the strength to keep chasing my dreams every single day. To my incredible team at Align Wellness, this award is just as much yours as it is mine. I'm so proud of what we've built together, and I couldn't do it without you and their incredible patience with me. And I also want to honor my late grandfather, Ron, a brilliant businessman who inspired my dad, who then passed that passion on to both my brother and I. I carry that legacy with me in everything I do. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart. This award means the world.
Nicely said, Alexandra. All right, now it's time for the Entrepreneur of the Year Award, sponsored by North Star Consulting. I invite Jason Naccarato. Hi, Jason of North Star Consulting to assist with the presentation. The Entrepreneur of the Year Award recognizes an individual in Sault Ste. Marie who has shown exceptional vision, leadership, and innovation in building and growing a successful business. This award celebrates those who have taken risks, overcome challenges, and demonstrated resilience in bringing their entrepreneurial ideas to life. The recipient will have made a significant impact on their industry or community through job creation, market growth, and a commitment to excellence. Entrepreneurs from all sectors are eligible, and business partners who share equal responsibility may be nominated jointly. So let's hear who those nominees are. Jason?
Let's hear it for Jason. All right. Thank you, Tim. It's a great honor for North Star to sponsor an award honoring entrepreneurs in our city. The nominees are Alexandra Greco from Align Wellness, Danielle Laprade from KC Securities, Melissa Thompson from the Whiskey Barrel, Natasha Ralph from K9 Mobile Nails and Grooming, and Sam Biasucci from Saldan Developments. And the winner is Melissa Thompson.
I didn't prepare a speech. Thanks, Matthew. Entrepreneurship is something inside of everyone, and it needs to be nourished. Behind me, even though I stand here by myself, is my mother, who inspired me in my entrepreneurship, starting at 4 years old with a juice stand, and then in grade 6 making bracelets, and so on and so forth. I've been an entrepreneur for basically, obviously, as you can tell, most of my life. And, you know, it comes with other people. So my sister's behind me. I would not be here today without her. And my supportive husband, who helps me run two of my 4 businesses. In this city, we are all here as entrepreneurs, and we create the community that we live in. All of you inspire someone, and I was inspired at a younger age from Marnie Stone. I was inspired by many other entrepreneurs, and I recognize so many faces here. All of you will inspire the next generation, and being an entrepreneur or a leader in your business is what makes our city, and I thank every one of you for lighting that light for the next generation to come.
Melissa, that was really well said. Congratulations. And actually, I was only joking earlier about Hugh Stevenson. Her mother is my bookkeeper. And they have worked together as partners as Elvis, one of the 4 businesses she mentioned. So great family. And really, you know, I think Hugh would laugh. And even if he were mad at me, he wouldn't come up here because it's a stage and a microphone. Anyway, I'd like to now go on to hand out the award for Charity or Nonprofit of the Year award, and it's sponsored by Demansky Office Interiors and Compass. So, Dan Dugas, where are you? Come on up here, Dan, and you're going to help me assist with this presentation. The Charity or Nonprofit of the Year award recognizes and rewards excellence and innovation among nonprofit organizations, resulting in significant social impact within Sault Ste. Marie and the Algoma District. These achievements can be met through the application of creative and practical approaches to benefit the community in general, with an emphasis on underserved populations. Qualifying businesses are nonprofit or registered charitable organizations that have 2 primary goals: to achieve social and/or cultural and economic outcomes, as well as to generate sufficient cash flow to continue to support their causes. So, the nominees will be announced by Dan Dugas from Demansky Office Interiors and Compass. Come on up, Dan.
Thank you, Tim. Demansky Office Interior, proud to sponsor this event. The nominees for the Charity and Nonprofit of the Year award are Employment for Good Ability Development Program, Kids Sports Sault Ste. Marie, Sault Community Theatre Centre, Meals on Wheels, Alzheimer's Society, Algoma Public Health, Nog de Windeman Family and Community Services, Sault Ste. Marie Helping Hands, the Piper Project, and Cycling Without Age, Sault Ste. Marie. The nominee winner is the Alzheimer's Society of Algoma.
Wow, what a pleasure and an honor to accept this award. I have the privilege of working in an organization that is so near and dear to my heart, and on behalf of myself, our board chair, Darla Perillo, our staff, we share this with the staff. The work that they do every single day makes a difference in the lives of people living with dementia and their care partners. They're so incredibly talented. The gifts that they give to our families and our clients are certainly unmatched in our community. I couldn't be more proud to work in an organization that has such professionalism and dedication to our craft and the work that we do. And thank you again to our community for your continued support. It is a pleasure and an honor to accept this on behalf of our dedicated staff. Thank you.
That was a parade of loveliness, I'll tell you. At the Bushplay Museum every Wednesday, they host an event for people with Alzheimer's and their caregivers, and it's a social outing, really. They walk the museum. The space is donated. They bring their own coffee and their own snacks. It's such a lovely social hub. That's just one of the many things they do. And my family has experienced firsthand the amazing services that the Alzheimer's Society provides. So congratulations on a well-deserved award. Have I got this right? Are we already at the, is it the Downtown Business of the Year Award? Wow, okay, exciting. SK Group, where are you at? Hi, you're sponsoring this. Who's coming up? Eric Summers. Hi, Eric, you're already here. Nice to have you up with us. So the Downtown Business of the Year Award recognizes a business that is invested in the downtown business community and contributes to downtown Sault Ste. Marie. This award honors their commitment to running a business in the heart of our city and their role in creating a vibrant downtown. So take it away, Eric, and let us know who these nominees are.
The nominees for Downtown Business of the Year Award are Paint and Decor Concepts, Align Wellness, Vintage Girl Beauty Cosmetologist, Sugar, Creative Studio, Windsor Place Retirement Residence. The winner is Paint and Decor Concepts.
Congratulations. Look what you did with that old garage. Hey?
Congratulations.
That old car shop. Look at that.
Oh my God, this is amazing. Thank you so much to the Chambers, and thank you so much to our city. It's been a crazy few years when we made a decision to change things up, to pivot a little bit. We saw some, big box stores coming into our city, and we knew that Paint and Decor was doing great, but we knew we were gonna have to sort of change things a little bit. And we talked about it, and my Melinda, we started talking about what can we do, what's going on with our city, what's going on with our downtown. How can we bring people more down here and to enjoy? We realize that people don't want to just buy anything anymore. They want to experience. They want to do things with their family, with their friends. And, Melinda said to me, listen, I've been, wanting to do pottery and ceramics and things that are not available to our city. And I knew nothing about it. And I said, you know what, let's really look at this. And we reached out to Pottery Canada, and they said, this is really a great opportunity in our city. And we kind of went for it. But I'm going to tell you something. Our business really started to strive in this building, in Quattro. So we were approached during COVID to kind of refresh the entrances. And a friend at the time, but a really good friend of mine, Cindy, approached me and she said, can you guys help us out? And it was hard, let me tell you. We had live plants, I had nobody to help me, and Amber and I stepped on board, and we came and did the entrances. And as I handed in my card key, she said, what can you do with this lobby? I trust you. What can you do with this lobby? And I said, I think we know. She's like, we want northern, we want to feel like Ontario. We want it to feel like Sault Ste. Marie. So my group put our heads together, my logistics with Amber, and we literally were able to put this lobby together, but we did it ourselves. Then we were able to do so many other projects with them, and So I'm just telling you, this is awesome and fitting that we started here. But it began our weddings. We had our first wedding we did, that I used to do weddings, came from the fact that a bride wanted to get married in the lobby here. And they centered us, so that began our big installations, our artwork, our everything. Taylor, you did the sign outside for the Vinateca. And now we are doing so much, and we're bringing in experiences, and we're going to keep moving. And like we have on board Michelle, 9 years at Canadore College for pottery, and people are coming in and they're loving it. And we're just going to keep moving and growing to what our city and our downtown needs. We love our location. We love being a part of the downtown so much. We just want everybody to know that we are creating a safe place to come in, be creative, and enjoy time with family and friends. So we are very, very thankful and grateful. I'm going to end it with Martha Stewart, who is my hero. When you're through changing, you're through. And we are never going to be through. Thank you very much for everything.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Don't forget your award. Oh, congratulations. That was great. Okay. And now it's time for the New Business of the Year Award. This is sponsored by KPMG. And so Carrie Dewell, who is a chamber member, is going to come up and help me assist with this one. The New Business of the Year Award recognizes a business that has been in operation for no more than 3 years in Sault Ste. Marie and has demonstrated strong potential via growth, innovation, and leadership. Additionally, the business has demonstrated a culture of risk-taking and trailblazing and has positioned itself to achieve similar successes in the future through new or innovative product or service, quality of merchandise, customer service, job creation, growth potential, and market served. Carrie, come on up and tell us who these nominees are and let us know who the recipient is of the New Business of the Year Award. Carrie Dewell.
Thank you, Tim. So the nominees for the New Business of the Year Award are Body Vive Integrative Therapies, Two Spirit and Anishinaabe Arts and Advocacy, the Groom Room Pet Grooming Spa, Divide and Conquer Personal Concierge Services, Jigs and Reels Catering Company, Cobb's Bread, Oja's Plant-Based, Vintage Girl Beauty Cosmetologist, The Forest Garden, Canine Mobile Nails and Grooming, and Sun Nordic Eco Resort. So the winner is Sun Nordic Eco Resort.
Thank you so much. I'm not very good at public speaking, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. What an incredible honor it is to stand here tonight and accept the Best New Business of the Year Award on behalf of Sun Nordic Eco Resort. When my partner Adam and I moved to Batchewana Bay with our family, it was a simple but bold dream to create a space where people could slow down, reconnect with nature, and rediscover the beauty of stillness. We never imagined how deeply the community here would embrace that vision and welcome us with such open arms, and I thank you so much. To our guests, thank you so much for trusting us with your time, your memories, and your presence. We couldn't be more grateful to be a part of your journey. You've made our domes so much more than just spaces. To our neighbors, our partners, and the people of Northern Ontario, thank you for cheering us on and showing us what real community means. And to the Sault Ste. Marie Chamber of Commerce, judges, and OLG, thank you for recognizing the heart and soul behind what we do. We built Sun to offer a slower, kinder way of living amongst nature, and tonight reminds us that we are not alone in that journey. Thank you truly from the bottom of our hearts.
I see Brad over there from Thrive Tours taping. He must be very excited for you. And Brad, did you forget it's live streamed? You can always check it out later. Thanks, Village Media. All right, so next it is the Indigenous Business of the Year Award, sponsored by Tenaris. And once again, Jessica Tett is coming back up again. Jessica, you're up here as much as I am. Thanks, Tenaris, for your sponsorship and support of these awards. This award is presented to a business which is operating or being managed with a minimum of 51% Indigenous ownership. Businesses to be considered have distinguished themselves by fostering growth, innovation, marketing strategy, and consumer excellence, while showing leadership and dedication to the preservation of culture, values, and identity. From Tenaris, Jessica Tett.
The nominees for the Indigenous Business of the Year Award are Rainbow Agua Designs, APR Welding Academy, Thrive Tours, Two Spirit Anishinaabe Arts and Advocacy, and Nogdawindaman Family and Community Services. And the winner of the award is Thrive Tours.
Thank you. Chimigwech.
We tried to get everyone to come on.
Yeah, we have some of our team who are a little bit nervous, I think, maybe a little shy, but I'm not as shy, so, and we have some folks up here who aren't either. So anyways, thank you very much for this amazing award. Thank you for the nominating committee, the OLG. It's been a dream for us, really, to do the things that we've been doing for the last 5 years. Amanda and I have really surrounded ourselves with unbelievable people, unbelievable partners, unbelievable allies, and advocates. And we have a couple people here next to us, right here. We have Kelly Jeffords, who's been helping us along. She is a strong knowledge carrier here and does amazing work with Cedar and with elders. And oh man, just so much to say about her. We have Conrad Bobby Wash here, who's been actually a supporter of ours since the beginning. He worked with Indigenous Tourism Association of Ontario as our business mentor years ago, and he's always been an advocate and a champion for all that we do here at Thrive Tours. We offer, you know, and I'm going to offer a little bit of the stage to Conrad because I think that he has something to say. So come on, say something.
Well, first of all, I want to thank the City of Sault Ste. Marie, Chamber of Commerce, and all the business people. We all have a common goal of making a better Canada. And how do we do that? We do that with product and services. Welcome the Indigenous market and broaden in that market from what I'm hearing. So congratulations to you all, and especially to, I've always supported these guys. Congratulations, man.
Thanks. And, you know, I would be remiss to not mention my beautiful fiance here to my left. Amanda and I really came into this city with a lot of question marks. You know, how was it going to work? You know, what kind of response will we have? You know, being that we're from some other place, and you know, when we took a walk 5 years ago, and we were on Topsail Island, and we looked across to Algoma University, and as a descendant of the 60 Sault survivor, we had a moment. You know, we said we have to do this for people that maybe weren't able to do it for themselves. Spread this information and get this information into people who was not taught how to understand this. And Amanda and I really had a moment to think about how that transition of life would work. And we've, I believe, transitioned into really having a great relationship, her and I, and fostering really great relationships. And all of our guests, the transformative natures that they've shared to us has been truly remarkable, and I'm just so glad to be part of it. Amanda, please say a few words.
I told him not to ask me to speak, so thanks, Brad. Yeah, this is great, and thank you very much for having us.
Bon appétit.
That's yours. All right, congratulations to Thrive Tours. Before we move on to a few final awards, we want to thank some folks. So there's many important contributors to tonight's event. Ontario Lottery and Gaming. You're always there for the Chamber. Thank you so much again for your sponsorship and support this year. My buddy Mike Blair. Hi, Mike. 705 Live Sound, who's done all the sound and lighting for this evening. Thank you, 705 Live Sound. For those of you watching at home, you might not realize that what's been going on as the recipients of the awards leave the stage. They're all going to the back of the room where they are posing for Anna Doble from Kevana Photography, Kevana Fine Photography. Anna has been coming back year after year to take photos of the recipients of the awards, and we thank her as the official photographer of this year's Outstanding Business Achievement Awards. Let's hear it for Kevana. Really community-minded business, always willing to support charities and not-for-profits. Thank you also, once again, Quattro Hotel and Conference Center for the fabulous spread and for the excellent bar service, and once again for the table service. So let's hear it for Quattro, being a beautiful venue. As always, our friends at Sault Today and Village Media, who are sponsors of tonight's event and streaming this live to computers and tablets, phone and smart TVs everywhere that there is internet access. And once again, Matthew James at the back there for playing that incredible music tonight. Thanks for the tunes and the music. Keeping the evening light and entertaining, Matthew. It is time now for the Business of the Year Awards, plural. We're going to move on to our final 3 business awards, and then we'll close with the prestigious Chamber of Commerce Award. These are the Business of the Year Awards. So first, we'll be recognizing 3 very deserving businesses that have established themselves as business leaders in all aspects of their operations. There are 2 awards recognizing businesses with 1 to 25 employees and then 26 to 100 employees. And then there's an award for the over 100 employees category. The Business of the Year Awards are based on a holistic picture of business. Businesses to be considered have distinguished themselves by fostering growth, innovation, marketing strategy, and consumer excellence in their sectors. The first Business of the Year award goes to a business with 1 to 25 employees and is sponsored by the Community Development Corporation of the City of Sault Ste. Marie. I'm calling on Bob Burns from the Chamber to come to the stage to assist with this presentation. So Bob, you are going to take the microphone and tell us who the nominees are for the Business of the Year award, and then reveal the recipient. Bob Burns.
Okay, Dan Freya, the Executive Director from the Community Development Corporation, couldn't be here, so hi Dan, if you're watching. The nominees for the Business of the Year Award for small business are Two Spirit Anishinaabe Arts and Advocacy, APR Welding Academy, Bioped, Thrive Tours, Woodstar Counseling and Consulting, Dixon Electric, the Sault Ste. Marie Airport Development Corporation, Sugar, Azure, Sioux Shawarma Burgers and Grill House, Divide and Conquer Personal Concierge Services, and JTech Pro Shop. And the recipient is the Airport Development Corporation.
this is a surprise to me. Our executive officers and chair of our board were out of town, so I just got a call a couple of days ago to come and represent them. So it's been a great privilege to work for the Airport Development Board since its inception, 28 years ago now. But this is a wonderful honor, so I thank the Chamber of Commerce, the Ontario Lottery Corporation, and all of the fellow competitors in this category. It's so great an honor to be picked out from such a distinguished group. So thank you all.
Did that gentleman say that he's been with the Airport Development Corporation for 28 years? Well, you deserve a round of applause for that. And did y'all see how he jumped up on the stage and didn't even use the stairs? It's like he pole vaulted up here. Good for you, sir. All right, the second Business of the Year award. I'm going to invite Sylvia Alves of the Algoma Workforce Investment Corporation. She's going to help us present this award. This award is going to a business with 26 to 100 employees. So Sylvia will now tell us who the nominees are and then reveal who the recipient of the award is. Sylvia Alves, where are you at? Hi, come on up. There you go. Hi.
Thanks. All right, the nominees for the Business of the Year Award, 26 to 100 employees, are Spark Rehabilitation Services, Superior Staffit, and Exit Realty True North. And the winner is Spark Rehabilitation Services. Elena. Woo!
Wow, thank you. I can't believe I'm up here twice, and I can't believe it's for Business of the Year. Because there were so many people in the last category and this category as well, I just want to say that you all know how much energy, effort, heart, soul you put into a business when you're trying to start it and get it going. And to be nominated was incredible. To win is beyond belief, so thank you very much. And I would never have been able to do it without Jessica Lacombe, my CEO, so I just want to really thank her as well.
Okay. I'm going to call Chamber Board President Jason Nacarado back up to the stage to help me with this one. This is the third Business of the Year award. It's going to a business with over 100 employees, and it's sponsored by Enbridge Incorporated. So, Jason, take it away.
Thank you once again, Tim. Yep. And the nominees for Business of the Year, 100-plus employees, are McDougall Energy, Ontario Lottery and Gaming, Saldan Developments Limited, and Nogdawinman Family and Community Services. And the winner is, for Business of the Year, welcome back to the stage, Sam Biasucci for Saldan Developments.
Well, this is humbling to say the word, to say the least. When I look at the list of the colleagues that were up on the board and everyone in here tonight, I can just imagine how difficult it was for whoever made the choices. Everyone in this room is worthy of this, and everyone deserves one. We can be more appreciative of having been recognized. Our workforce, we're in a difficult business. Our workforce is second to none, but when you look at the list of the people that were just on the board, it is humbling, and we really, really appreciate it and thank everyone that selected us, done the work for this, and more than anything else, all the volunteers that put time in. I always make it a point to thank everyone that volunteers for anything, and to volunteer for as much work as went in here tonight is underestimated. To just say thank you to everyone, but thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And we're all proud, obviously, to have done this. And my bodyguards will look after me. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we've now arrived at the few final awards of the night. These next awards are all sponsored by the Sault Ste. Marie Chamber of Commerce, and they recognize individuals who have made a significant contribution to the organizational, to local business and the economy, and to the community as a whole. Noah Thompson, who is a Chamber staff member, is going to assist on this one. Noah, I want to thank you personally for the fantastic script and all the notes you gave me for this evening. You were right on it, and I appreciate it very much. How about a hand for Noah from the Chamber office? As a volunteer-based organization, the Sault Ste. Marie Chamber of Commerce depends on individuals who are willing to donate their time to special projects, events, or programs they believe will benefit the business community as a whole. Initiated in 1985, the Volunteer of the Year Award was designed to recognize an individual whose time, commitment, and contribution to the Chamber over the years or during the past year has been outstanding. Noah, take it away.
Good evening, everyone. If we haven't met yet, my name is Noah Thompson. I'm the Communications and Projects Manager here at the Sault Ste. Marie Chamber of Commerce. It is my absolute honor to present this year's Volunteer of the Year Award to someone who has become not just a vital part of our Chamber family, but is also a mentor and a friend. That person is none other than our Karen Bird. Wait. I got to say a little bit more Karen in case everyone hasn't met in here yet, but Karen is no stranger to many of us in this room here. She's a trailblazer, the first Indigenous president of the Sault Ste. Marie Chamber of Commerce, a respected leader and advocate for women, Indigenous inclusion, community building, and much more. But tonight's award isn't about her impressive resume, though it is remarkable. Tonight is about recognizing Karen for her generosity, her time, her leadership, and her heart. Whenever we've needed someone at the Chamber, whether it's to moderate a panel, help set up for an event, or support one of our Take 5 Love Local evenings, Karen is there. And not just in attendance, but fully present, helping, guiding, and lifting others up. I'll never forget one of my first Take 5 events back in September 2023 at PUC. Our CEO at the time was away at conference, and I was set to run the show solo, or so I thought. I remember walking in, feeling nervous and wanting to do a good job. As soon as I arrived, I was greeted by Karen, who stood beside me, helping with the speaking program, guiding me through the land acknowledgement, and thankfully teaching me the proper way to say bawating, not bawading. Karen played a huge role in creating and championing our ever-growing She Leads event, and her leadership didn't stop when her term on the board ended. She continues to give back to this organization in meaningful and lasting ways. I've learned personally so much from Karen, and I know I'm not alone in saying that her presence has made our chamber and our community stronger. Karen is away tonight on business in Ottawa, but she is watching the live stream. So Karen, thank you for everything you do, for showing up, for speaking up, and for lifting others as you lead. Lene Fregomeni, a friend of Karen, is here to accept the award on her behalf. Please join me in congratulating this year's Chamber Volunteer of the Year, Karen Bird.
So I'm really honored to accept this award on Karen's behalf. I know she'll be absolutely thrilled to get it. She does everything from her heart, and because she truly wants to be a part of her community, a part of the Indigenous community. Her relentless work with Knock and Done and getting that off the ground has been absolutely phenomenal. And working with the Athena leadership cohorts has been just the root of what she wants to do. So she's not done yet. She said to me the other day, you know what, I have a really good idea. I feel like we need to do something. So you'll see more of Karen, and on her behalf, thank you so much. Chumigwach.
And Lene's going to hang around for a bit because she's going to help us with the next award, which is the Skipper Manzuti Award for Business Achievement. Named after one of Sault Ste. Marie Chamber of Commerce's dedicated past presidents, Captain Feliciano Skipper Manzuti. This award recognizes an individual who has demonstrated outstanding business achievement within the past year or number of years. Like the award's namesake, the recipient of this award has set a high standard for exemplary entrepreneurial and community-minded achievement. So Lene, if you're ready to come back to the stage, take it away and let us know who the recipient is this year.
Will do, will do.
Thank you.
Okay, so this year's recipient of the Skipper Manzuti Award was born and raised in Sault Ste. Marie. And throughout his life, he's built a distinguished legacy as a dedicated entrepreneur and community advocate. With a long and storied entrepreneurial background, he currently serves as president and owner of several successful enterprises, including National Supply Company, Service Rentals, Beta One Filters, with operations in both Sault Ste. Marie and North Carolina, and National Concrete Pumping, which has offices in Sault Ste. Marie and Timmins. In addition, he owns and manages multiple commercial properties throughout the city. He is the former owner of the Sioux Thunderbirds and National Transportation Careers. Across his many adventures, he's proudly provided employment for hundreds of individuals in Sault Ste. Marie and Northern Ontario, significantly contributing to the local economy. For 7 years, he served on the board of Economic Development Corporation, the EDC, where he worked closely and often behind the scenes with all levels of government to advocate for new ideas and initiatives to strengthen Sault Ste. Marie. He's been a long vocal supporter of local procurement, championing the principle of Sault Ste. Marie first. Well, before it became a common stance in today's climate for trade nationalism, that's for sure. He's a firm believer in the power of community and collaboration, and one of his guiding philosophies, a high tide floats all boats, reflects his unwavering commitment for lifting up those around him. His pride in being Canadian is perhaps most visibly reflected in the recent installation of the largest Canadian flag in the Algoma district, proudly flying above service rentals and visible from nearly every corner of the city of Sault Ste. Marie. Beyond business, he's been a steadfast supporter of entrepreneurship in the region, offering guidance, investment, and silent partnership in numerous startups and ventures. His quiet generosity extends to charitable organizations and individuals alike, always stepping up to support worthwhile causes without seeking any recognition. He is not one to seek the spotlight, and he will undoubtedly be humbled by this recognition. However, it would be a disservice to the business and broader community not to acknowledge his decades of dedication, leadership, and generosity. His impact on Sault Ste. Marie is profound and lasting. It is with great pride and gratitude that we name Albert Giomi as this year's recipient of the Skipper Manzuti Award. Is someone taking that? I know that Albert was not going to be able to be here today. However, we have a stand-in. We're going to let him take the stand. Darren's going to take the award for him.
I'm ready to go. Thanks to Jeff DeCorpo, this will be the second smallest speech of the evening. Thank you very much. As a long-standing employee of nearly 30 years, it's an honor to accept this award on behalf of Albert. He wanted to be here, but he's in Nashville trying to bring more business to Sault Ste. Marie, as always. I asked him what he wanted me to say. He was quick to turn the attention from him, as usual, and say it all has to do with his team and his staff. I thought, well, that's kind of strange that I'm going to thank myself, but that's just the way he is. Because of the support of the community, we as a group have been able to give back to the community, and we're going to continue to do that with your support. Now more than ever, we all need to support local business and keep money here in Sault Ste. Marie. Thank you.
Wow, these people have been with these companies for 28, 30 years. You look young. He must be doing the Botox. Okay. Jason Nacarado, again, come on up because you're going to help present the Paul Dalseg Community Achievement Award. Like its namesake, the Paul Dalseg Award recognizes a business person in Sault Ste. Marie who has demonstrated exemplary interest in the community and in so doing has made a major, outstanding, and unique achievement or contributions to the life of the community. It is intended to recognize the leadership and community-mindedness of businessmen and businesswomen. Jason Nacarado.
Thanks again, Tim. Yep. It's a great honor to be here tonight to present this award to a friend of the Chamber and a personal friend of mine. This is a person who's served as an inspiration to business entrepreneurs and business people across our city for quite some time. As business owners, we all go through struggles, and when we do, we can call this individual, and his door is always open, and he's always there to help and give advice, and I'm greatly appreciative of that. He's been a trailblazer, not only in Sault Ste. Marie, but across our entire country. And for that, we should all be proud that he's one of our own. Jeff Algie is a digital media entrepreneur, community builder, and proud Sault Ste. Marie native who has spent more than 25 years at the forefront of innovation in Canadian journalism and local business. As CEO of Village Media, Jeff has transformed what began in 2013 as 2 small Northern Ontario news publications into one of Canada's largest and leading digital-only news networks. Today, Village Media owns and operates over 30 local news sites and partners with more than 125 others across Canada and the United States, delivering trusted community-first journalism to millions of readers every week. His vision has not only reshaped the landscape of local news, but ensured that smaller communities, often underserved by traditional media, continue to have access to vital, independent, and locally rooted reporting. But Jeff's impact goes beyond the newsroom. Under his leadership, Village Media has made community support a central part of the mission. Through his Random Acts of Kindness program, the company regularly surprises individuals and organizations with meaningful gestures that lift spirits and make a difference. When supporting families in crisis or simply brightening someone's day, Village Media, Jeff's company, is always there. Village Media's Community Match initiative, driven by its internal cares team, doubles down on that philosophy. Through this program, Village Media partners with local businesses to match community donations dollar for dollar, amplifying the impact of the grassroots giving and bringing essential support to local causes. The CARES team also produces editorial features to highlight lesser-known charities, helping them gain important visibility and engage new supporters across the region. Beyond media, Jeff has also co-owned several local businesses, including Outspoken Breweries, Peace Restaurant, DIG, the Digital Intelligence Group. Each of these ventures contributes to the cultural and economic vibrancy of Sault Ste. Marie, reflecting to his deep commitment to the city's growth and spirit. Jeff's career is not only defined just by his entrepreneurial success, but also in his deep belief in the power of local. His work continues to connect, inform, and uplift communities, not only in Sault Ste. Marie, but across the country. Let's give a warm Sault Ste. Marie welcome for a well-deserved award for Jeff Algie.
I think you just said everything I was going to say, Jay. Thank you. Tim, I got my bifocals on order too this week. Thank you, everyone. Thanks to the judges. Thanks to the Chamber. I realized that this was a selection. It's a huge honor for me to be here tonight amongst all of the nominees and the recipients. But to be included amongst the past winners of this award is very meaningful to me. I was born and raised here in the Soo, only to leave briefly for post-secondary and came right back. And this is where we, of course, have chosen to build Village Media. Over the past 12 years, Village has grown from, I think, 6 people to about 170. I think our presentation is a little bit dated, servicing 31 different publications and licensing technology to another 120. But all through that, and in the future, the Soo will remain Village's headquarters, and we have bigger plans for expansion coming up, some of which our team doesn't know about yet. The way we give back to the Soo reflects our interest in keeping corporate headquarters here. Sometimes that looks like surprising someone with a random act of kindness. Sometimes that looks like our local journalists keeping you informed, telling the stories about our community and your neighbors. Sometimes it's our CARES team executing our community match initiatives, our Community Builders Awards. Sometimes it's just showing up, sponsoring an event, contributing some cash, some services, lending a hand. That stuff's not extra for us, it's the job. When your company is built inside a community like this one, and when your success depends on the support and the trust of the people around you, you don't take that for granted. You lean in, you double down, and you give back. So tonight, while I'm up here accepting this award, I hope it's clear that this is a reflection of something much bigger than me and much bigger than Village. It's about what we can accomplish together when we act like neighbors. When we care about each other, when we see ourselves not just as business leaders, but as citizens of a great community. To my team at Village, I didn't want to center you and bring you up here. Thank you. As you know, you are the soul of this and everything we do. You show up every day with purpose and passion, and I am forever grateful for all of you sitting here at table 8. Well, some of you sitting here, not all of you are here. To my family and my special daughter, Lily, who came with me tonight, thank you as always for your never-ending support and sometimes tolerance. To all of you, thank you for letting Village Media be part of this community's story. We're proud to live here, we're proud to give here, and we're proud to grow here. Thank you.
That's okay. Just don't blow your nose on the napkin, Nelda. All right, it's time for the President's Award. And this is sponsored by the Chamber and Derek Jackson. Hi, Derek. Derek's going to tell us all about the recipient of the award. The President's Award recognizes someone who makes an exceptional effort, going above and beyond the call of duty in any area of business and community development. Please put your hands together for Derek Jackson.
Hello, everybody. I have the honor of giving out the last award of the evening. So before we do that, it's been a really amazing and honor and a privilege to see all of the recipients tonight, all of the nominees. So one big congratulations before we wrap up the evening to everyone who's been honored so far. Sitting here tonight and seeing who's been recognized, I think we really got it right. I think there's been a lot of well-deserving individuals, and that put a lot of pressure on myself for selecting the President's Award. So the award tonight, the President's Award, is a recognition that honors someone who goes above and beyond, advancing business community, enriching the fabric of Sault Ste. Marie. And the award is selected by the Chamber's immediate past president, which is why I had that daunting task. But I think I got it right again. I think we have the best person to accept this award here. So when I reflected on who exemplifies this award, someone who doesn't just work, but invests themselves into it, one name really kind of stood out to me. Someone whose impact is steady, thoughtful, and quietly transformational. That someone is here tonight, and I'm going to tell you more about her, but come on up, Sheila Purvis. Sheila is the definition of a quiet community leader. Her love for Sault Ste. Marie is evident not only in words but in action, in the businesses she builds, the ideas she champions, and the time she gives so generously. I'm going to talk more about you while you're right here. As an entrepreneur, Sheila sees not just what Sault Ste. Marie is, but what it can be. She sees opportunity where others may not, and more importantly, she invests in it. Whether through Purvis Marine, the Sault Multimodal Terminal, Beaver Tails, the Sault Lock Tours, and more ideas that she's bringing to our community, Sheila has found ways to bring new life to our waterfront, energize tourism, and connect people to our downtown. And she's not stopping. She's launching more exciting adventures in our downtown. Sheila continues to find innovative ways to enhance the visitor experience and give locals a new reason to explore our own city. Her leadership and commitment doesn't stop at business. Sheila has dedicated her time volunteering with organizations that focus on development and economic success of Sault Ste. Marie. This includes the Sault Ste. Marie Economic Development Corporation, our very own Sault Ste. Marie Chamber of Commerce, and many years supporting the John R. Rhodes Scholarship Committee, and many, many others. She gives her time, her knowledge, and her heart to our city. She's not one to seek the spotlight, and you're probably a little uncomfortable with me standing here talking about you right now, but that's exactly what makes her so deserving of this award. Because while she may not ask for recognition, the Sault Ste. Marie has felt her impact in countless ways. And through jobs she creates, the experience she offers, and the spirit of possibility she brings to every project. So Sheila, on behalf of the Sault Ste. Marie Chamber of Commerce, our business community, and the people of our city, we thank you. We thank you for all that you do, for your vision, your leadership, and your unwavering belief in what Sault Ste. Marie can become. So congratulations on being the recipient of the 2024 President's Award. Congratulations, Sheila.
Well, thank you. I'm truly humbled to be receiving this award, and thank you to Derek and the Chamber of Commerce. This has been a lovely evening. And this recognition isn't a testament to my own efforts, but to the work and dedication of our incredible teams through our businesses. Their passion, expertise, and commitment to our businesses have been the driving force that motivates me. I'm honored to work alongside them. To my family and Jeff, your support and guidance are invaluable. It's a collective effort, and I value every day that we work together. This evening has been an impressive display of local businesses and the celebration of their successes. These awards serve as a reminder that everyone's work matters, and that perseverance, innovation, and teamwork can lead to remarkable outcomes. I'm proud to be part of such an amazing and inspiring business community, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. I think it's important that we work, live, and play where we live, and thank you again for the opportunity.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sheila's going to pose for a picture with Derek, and then we'd like all of the recipients of awards this evening to go back and have Anna from Cavanna Fine Photography take one final picture of all of you. Before I turn it back over to Jason to give the closing remarks, I just want to say what a pleasure it's been for me over the past years emceeing these awards. You are a bunch of really inspirational people, and I am so proud to be able to share this evening with you, and I thank you for all you do to make our city a more vibrant and great place to live. So thanks very much. Jason, take it away. Oh, you're Bob. Let's hear it for Bob. He's all right too, isn't he?
There were no closing remarks. He was supposed to wrap it up. Big round of applause for Tim.
Stay and party. Matthew's going to play some more music, hang out, dance, have a great time. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next year.
Have a good night.